Okay, so this is what I'm doing today on practice strokes. I'm going to show you how to make with yellow ochre, magenta, worker white, and floating medium, how we can do some pretty layering of flower petals. All right, so, and we're just going to use white. Now, what I did was use some magenta and white. I started with all white, and then I just kept coming in here to get this color. And then we pick up floating medium, and we did this outside layer here. Okay. All right. Now, if we're going to work from the middle, I'm going to just come in here. I can take a little bit of yellow ochre, magenta, yellow ochre. This is all multi-surface. The floating medium's the fluff that's inside all these paints to give them fluff. Okay. But there's no pigment in the floating medium. All right. So I'm going to start from the middle. So if I'm up on the chisel a little bit of this brush, and I'm going to come right in here. Oops, let's sit it out so you can see me going in there. Okay. Let's keep picking up white. And so you should see little bits of the yellow. Can you see that? And so we're going to keep coming in here. And add petals. All right, so as you're coming across here, what we're going to do is pick up a little bit more, and I want a lot of paint on here because this petal is going to go just like that. So if you're up on your chisel, this is a chisel, you're going to come in and pull back. Right, I can even put teeny bits of pink on here so that when you're right here, see the heavy whites on the edge? All right. A little bit of medium, so it moves smooth. If I'm up on the chisel, I can just lean it, and stand up, lean it, and stand back up again. Turn it that way. All right, so then we're going to slide back up. We're going to keep sliding around on the chisel. Okay. We're going to come right along here and slide around there. So what happens is we're going to keep going like this, leaning in and standing up. All right. So I'm going to pick up a little teeny bit of yellow ochre. And as I'm coming around here, I'm going to lean out a little bit. So I'm touching here, I'm leaning out. And see that yellow was underneath a little bit. You're starting to see how some of those petals happen. And I'm still going here because the yellow is in that area. Okay. So every time I'm side loading and picking up teeny bits of white. All right. Then you could come here. All right. But look, you can then start having some that go back here. But then don't forget, get some floating medium and then come in here, because then you can put the edge of a white petal coming up. All right. Right here. Come right in here. So I just want you in the beginning to think that you're coming around like this. But then look what happens. This has got a little bit of pink in there. So we pick up a little bit of pink. And then I can come around and then lay it down, stand up right in here. I'm standing up right on the chisel. And when I stand up, watch, I lay it down, then I stand up, I can roll it a little bit and come around. This takes a little bit of practice, guys. Okay. Isn't that kind of fun? So you can come back here and do those guys. And sometimes it looks like a little bit of cabbage, like a garden in the garden, like cabbage. But then you can keep coming in here, and this one went like this, so I can go like that. And then I can roll it. I got to keep it up on the chisel. So I've done this. I lay it down and stand it back up, lay it down. All right, so right in here, we put another petal. So I could get a little bit of yellow ochre when I'm up here because it had a little bit of yellow ochre. And see how I'm just moving this around so it's easier for me to handle. Just remember, it's okay because people always ask me, can you move your surface, or do I have to hold it still where it is? Of course you can move it. You can't move a wall if you want to be good enough to paint on walls. Can't move a wall, so you got to be able to get some of this by moving your hand in a way that can give you the look that you want. All right, so every once in a while I get medium. You want it to come off of here like butter. And I could chisels on this edge, remember. I could start right here, push down, stand up, and come around. Because these petals they're like another fancy rose that has millions of thin little petals that are tight against each other. And I'm not good at pronouncing it, so I'm not going to even try. Starts with R-U-R-O-U-M or some kind of rose. That's really pretty. All right, so you have petals that lay out. You have petals that come in. When they come in, you're kind of standing it up and making it look like it comes in there like that. Way too much paint. Go back in. And then you have some that you're just on the chisel. Okay. And you can come in here and redo some. All right. See how those petals are? Just think about it. I want you to practice this whole process. Chisel, lay it in, stand up, and then chisel it around. Okay. So all that color was because I put the color in first, and every once in a while I picked up a teeny bit. Then you would add your leaves or whatever to it, and it's just practice. I want you to practice, and you're doing these different petals, which are, let me show you again. You're chiseling, laying to the side, standing up, laying to the side. All right, or you're sliding on the very chisel. All right, or you're coming here, or you're standing up when you're doing this. Okay, or you're laying out. All right, so there's all in the center, it's really little. And then you come right in here with another one and another one. Okay, so layering them are really important. And I'm picking up medium. So you work it in. And you only have the heavy white on one edge. Okay. I just want you to see this. From there to there. Okay, that's your homework. We're just going to practice, practice, practice. And I'm going to sign it, and there we go. All right. Thank you guys for being on today. Practice strokes means practice. Okay. Bye-bye.